Volatility reflects a broader concern about whether a global trade war could plunge the U.S. and other economies into a recession. KTVU's Jana Katsuyama joins us live in studio with the latest development and a new statement from California's governor. Jana.
Christina, California really has a lot at stake in this battle of tariffs. And today, Governor Newsom ordered his administration to pursue new trade agreements overseas. And he also had a request for international partners.
Donald Trump's tariffs do not represent all Americans, particularly those that I represent here in the fifth largest economy in the world, the state of California.
Governor Gavin Newsom asked international trade partners Friday to exempt California products from retaliatory measures as the world wrestles with President Trump's tariff hikes.
I'll remind all our international trading partners, California is a stable trading partner, and we hope you consider that as it relates to California-made products.
The statement came just as China announced a 34% tariff on U.S. goods Friday in response to President Trump adding a 34% tariff Wednesday, bringing the total tariff on imports from China to 54%. Trade experts also know President Trump is imposing a new 10% baseline tariff on all U.S. imports.
It's important to remember that American tariffs on manufactured goods have averaged about 4%.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer on Friday called it chaos and said Congress must intervene.
Rescinding Trump's disastrous chaotic tariffs that are hurting Americans. Everything's going to go up.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio and President Trump say the pain is necessary to force other countries to lower trade barriers and bring manufacturing jobs back to the U.S.
Their economies are not crashing. Their markets are reacting to a dramatic change in the global order in terms of trade. Once they know what the rules are, they will adjust to those rules.
But the Dow's deep dive Friday reflects deep concern that the Trump administration is not negotiating quickly enough to avoid a prolonged global trade war.
The notion that somehow tariffs will be the magic bullet that will solve all of our economic problems is simply, there's no evidence for that at all.
Continued high tariffs could end up disrupting supplies for U.S. companies, hurting American businesses that export overseas. And tariffs also could put the U.S. at a disadvantage if other countries turn to other partners in mega FTAs or free trade agreements, which Trump pulled out of during his first term.
There's a real danger that the United States will be simply bypassed and China will be trading with all sorts of countries around the world, and we will not be part of that. And that's not going to be helpful to American workers or American business.
And certainly a lot of uncertainty that impacts Californians. Governor Newsom says California could see a huge impact because more than 40% of California's imports come from China, Canada, and Mexico, which all have been targeted by the Trump administration. Christina.
Jana Katsuyama in studio tonight. Jana, thank you.